And I'm saying he is getting the sack. But why they're waiting, I just don't know. Do they think magically they're going to start playing great football all of a sudden? There you go, Liverpool again. Performance after performance after performance. Shite. Every time, despite the results, they're always shite. Liverpool goes in playing Spurs today. The worst Spurs team in years. The worst Spurs team in years. Bottom of the table since January, right? They're battling in relegation at the moment. But since the turn of January, they're stonewall bottom of the Premier League. This manager hasn't even got a point on the board yet for this team. But he got one today at Anfield. A friend of mine was WhatsApping me earlier on today before the game. He said, you should hammer Spurs, they're shite. I told him back in the phone, I said, nothing will surprise me with this Liverpool team. I count them useless. And that was not me crying them, like hoping to get a result and trying to be negative, because I don't like doing that. But I just don't. I know what Liverpool are like. I just know it. It's not going to change. I know it's not changing. Please go back and look at the videos when I told you about Slot. I know he's getting the sack. And I'm saying he is getting the sack. But why they're waiting, I just don't know. Do they think magically they're going to start playing great football all of a sudden and they're busybodies? They're not. They're not. I'm looking at a team there and I see a team there, and I said in the last one, players who don't want it. They don't want it. Do you know, shapers, a lot of shapers in the team. Yeah, I told him, Liverpool, I wouldn't trust them. And I wouldn't trust them against Galatasaray, even though we should, like today, you expect them to beat them. Don't be surprised on Tuesday night or Wednesday night. Do not be surprised. This is a bad Liverpool team. This fella can't get a fucking raise out any of them. Chelsea goes and loses yesterday. Aston Villa loses today. Obviously, someone's going to drop points between Man United and Villa, but it was an opportunity for Liverpool to actually gain some points on one of them. And Chelsea just seem like they don't want it. They're hit and miss. You know, 1 week they're good, 1 week they're bad. But the top five, which I thought was what we needed. Now, looking at the Champions League results last week, the Europa League, depending on the Europa League also, the fifth place mightn't come up for grabs for English club, but I don't know what way it's going to work out. So now I'm thinking fourth, and it's getting tighter. But nonetheless, Liverpool against Spurs, and under-confident Spurs, you want to go out and beat them. The first half, Szoboszlai, obviously, great man for a set piece, hits the target. I thought it was great. He struck it great, but I thought it was more centred than anything. I thought the keeper was very poor for it. I thought he should have saved it if we were being real about it. But doesn't matter. Happy to get the goal. Go on and kick on from there. It didn't seem like the only bright spark we had was Rio. I thought Rio was brilliant today. I thought he was lively. He was unpredictable. He was like a young lad again out and playing in the park again with his friends. He was going to the byline. He was coming inside. I think he was a bag of tricks. How Slot didn't play him earlier, I think he came under pressure now. I think Slot now is under pressure and he knows, he's probably hearing things, that lad should be getting more game time. He takes him off after 75, 76 minutes. Was it a good decision or not? I don't think so. I think he was our best player up to that. But yeah, first half, I looked at this whole game and I actually genuinely felt nervous no matter what, because it's this Liverpool team. Even getting one and you think, that's great, the pressure's off. You always feel Spurs or whoever they're playing is going to get that chance. And then we look windy. I think our midfield is non-existent. I genuinely think our midfield is non-existent. Richarlison gave us the run around today. He gave the lads a run around. There's no doubt about it. I mean, Richarlison can be a nine cunt, God forgive me, but he's a tough player. He gave the lads a run around today. He should have had a couple of goals. I'd say if you're looking at clear-cut chances in this game, I'd say Spurs had way more clear-cut chances than we had. We don't make clear-cut chances. We just don't make them. But yeah, overall, the only positive I'd say from the whole game was Rio. That's the truth. I think Rio, he was our best player today. Last minute, we break away. Great opportunity. Ekitika, who's been brilliant this season. A child would have put Chiesa in there. A child would have put him in that. That was a simple pass to make. And he hit it behind him. He put it behind him. That's just us in a nutshell. I just think we've been very, very poor all season. Couple of breakout performances from certain players like Ekitika, in fairness to him. He's been very good for us all season. Szoboszlai has been brilliant for us all season. But I don't know. I don't know where this Liverpool team is going. I know that there's a few lads on their way out, getting older, Van Dijk and your Salah. Oh, and obviously Alisson. Alisson even looks nervous on the ball. Now, I know I always felt Keller was better on his feet. But Alisson, I felt as one of the best keepers in the world ever. I think he's class, top class. But he's a bit more nervous when he's in possession, he's on the ball, and the opposition is pressing him. But I don't know where we're going with this team. I really, really don't. Obviously, the manager, I'm harsh on the manager. I don't like him. I think he's a bad manager. I think he's bad man management. I think his football is shocking. I don't think he wants to change. But, I'd like to think that someone else will come in and get a kick out of these lads. I just like to think that. Might not happen, but I'd like to think it. Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards. I don't know if it's on them the sack slot. Probably is. But they won't do it because they hired them. So that's going to make them look bad. So I don't know if it's going to have to come above them, because I'm starting to question them two lads. I said it before. I'm starting to question them two lads as far as decision making. We were playing poorly all season, as we know. I think we won win, and straight away Slot and Richard Hughes comes out and does a YouTube video for an hour long and been interviewed and all, and we're giving it loads about Liverpool's future and all that. Bullshit, a PR stunt. But I don't know. I'm frustrated with Liverpool now, and we're playing Galatasaray obviously Wednesday night. I'm not confident in this team. Pressure is going to be on us now because of this result as well, and Slot is under pressure. I don't know. I'm saying the same shit over and over and over, but I don't know. I've nothing positive to say. I'm a bad, sickening, negative prick, I suppose, but I've no other choice. I'm just looking. Even listening to the commentators, they're saying the same thing I'm saying. Liverpool have been poor all season. The performance is no good. So that was a missed opportunity today. Well done to Spurs again. I thought Spurs looked well. I'd say, yeah, they had the best chances as far as from what I remember in the game, they had the more clear-cut chances. But that's it, yeah. So we're on to Galatasaray now this week. No confidence going into this game. And no matter what way you look at it, it's going to be a scrape to get into the top 4, top 5, no matter what. It will be that. And there's no game for the remaining part of the season. There's no game now. I can't look at a game and say, yeah, we'll get 3 points there. We get 3 points. You can't with Liverpool. You can't with this team. This joke is flashing, driving me mental here anyways. But anyway, that's it. Very poor from Liverpool today. I hope to sack him as quick as possible. I would not care if he was sacked tomorrow. I know it's Wednesday, they won't do it. Get him out. I think he's a bad manager, and I think his staff and team should go with him.